Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Metro Detroit braces for some of the coldest air of the season and a snowy Saturday.
Hundreds of teachers from one local district getting their first dose of COVID vaccine today as the CDC releases new recommendations for safe reopening of schools.
Also, a bipartisan by-hand recount of Michigan's election is complete. The results do not support any conspiracy theories of widespread fraud. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 6. Michigan's election was secure and its vote counting machines were accurate.
That's the word from the Secretary of State tonight after a statewide audit has been completed. Our Mara McDonald is live downtown tonight. Mara, the audit was carried out by Democrat, Republican, and nonpartisan clerks.
That's right, Kimberly. They hand recounted 18,000 ballots, and here is the bottom line, according to the Michigan Secretary of State. That hand recount matches the computer tabulation within fractions of a single percentage point. Let me show you. Michigan, after a hard-fought November election, faced allegations from multiple sources, whether they were poll watchers, challengers, or in one case, a freelance IT person hired to keep the screens clean on voting machines, all claiming voter fraud, specifically at Detroit's TCF Center. Those allegations were aired in court and found to have no credibility, as well as in front of a legislative committee in Lansing, where President Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, claimed Michigan's count and its voting machines were inaccurate.
It was crazy. And they were running these ballots through without discarding them countless times.
And after all the allegations and drama, none of it holds up. After the state conducted its audit of the election, 1,300 clerks of all political persuasions joined in the hand recount of 18,000 ballots. And specific to Metro Detroit, a recount of ballots in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb found the voting machines used, which are from 3 different vendors. Oakland uses Hart, Wayne uses Dominion, and Macomb uses ENS. The state says the paper ballot versus what the computer tabulator shows are within 1 percentage point. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson saying tonight the statewide audit process affirms what election officials on both sides of the aisle have said since November, that Michigan's election was conducted securely and fairly, and the results reflect the will of the voters. Back here live, currently Michigan law says you can only do these risk assessment audits after the votes are certified. Benson's current pitch to the legislature is change that up. Allow us to do the risk assessment audit before the certification process. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Okay, Mara, thank you.
Donald Trump's defense team presenting their case for the former president's acquittal today, calling the impeachment trial an unconstitutional witch hunt. The defense spent about 2 hours and 30 minutes arguing against the charges by Democrats that Trump incited an insurrection at the Capitol. Lawyers say Trump's speech is protected under the First Amendment. They agreed the assault on the Capitol was planned beforehand, but strongly denied the former president lit the fuse, arguing instead that he was promoting peace.
To claim that the president in any way wished, desired, or encouraged lawless or violent behavior is a preposterous and monstrous lie. The article of impeachment now before the Senate is an unjust and blatantly unconstitutional act of political vengeance.
The trial scheduled to continue into tomorrow. A verdict is possible this weekend.
All right, we are in for a weekend of small-time snow and big-time cold.
Let's check in with Ben. We got a lot coming our way, Ben.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it, guys. Just a little bit of snow, and it's actually getting started with us right now. We cannot get rid of this little disturbance that rolled through here. There was just enough moisture off the lake and just enough energy to tip off some moderate snow showers, and these seem to be hugging the 75 corridor and some of our most populated freeways there. Pontiac, Mount Clemens, City Airport, Lapeer, all reporting flakes, but you can see further off to the west, there's actually breaks in the clouds, and folks seeing dry conditions in the west and south zone right now. But our Saturday snow already taking shape. You can see it there in southern parts of Iowa, northern parts of Illinois, and that's going to be here before breakfast is done tomorrow. We will expect to see snow most of the day Saturday. Coming up, we'll talk about numbers there. Sunday, dry, but don't let that high temperature fool you. Sunday night, that's when we're looking for our coldest temperature that we've seen in more than 2 years. Won't last long. We'll see the rebound from that and, of course, talk even more snow for next week, all coming up in a few minutes. You can get a sneak peek at all of that on our local Forecasters app. It's got your 10-day forecast, and we'll keep you apprised of all the weekend snow free in your app store by searching WDIV. Guys?
All right, Ben, let's look now at the latest coronavirus headlines.
The state of Michigan reports more than 1,200 new cases, along with 75 deaths, including 55 from a review of vital records. Also, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan announced there are 2 confirmed cases of the more contagious B117 variant in the city.
And Macomb County will open a new drive-through COVID-19 vaccine location for seniors next week. That'll be up in Richmond. The county has partnered with SMART and Richmond Lennox EMS to provide rides for seniors to get there. The CDC releases its highly anticipated guidelines for the reopening of schools for in-person learning. The agency says it is not mandating schools open. Instead, they're providing a roadmap for doing so safely.
On the need for mask wearing and maintaining 6 feet of social distancing in classrooms. Other key strategies include washing hands, cleaning facilities, and improving ventilation and contact tracing, isolation, and quarantining. The CDC says getting teachers vaccinated should be a priority, though it's not a requirement. The guidelines define levels of low, moderate, substantial, and high transmission. In areas of high transmission, the CDC advocates for weekly testing of teachers and students. You can read the entire 38 pages of guidelines at clickondetroit.com. Well, just as the CDC was releasing those school guidelines, a mass vaccination of local educators was wrapping up at Detroit Medical Center. Around 1,000 teachers and staff received the COVID vaccine. Priya Mann asked several school leaders about their plans to get kids back in the classroom.
We spoke to several school districts, and they say they'll continue to follow guidelines from their local county health departments as CDC recommendations continue to evolve. Today, about 1,000 Dearborn teachers were vaccinated.
Honestly, this is huge. This is a big relief to me and our staff.
Since kids under the age of 16 can't get vaccinated, this gets students one step closer to in-person learning.
This just gives that extra sense of security not only to our staff, but our parents and our community, that bringing students back, there's an extra layer of protection.
Dearborn is the 3rd largest district in the state with more than 21,000 students and 2,700 employees.
Take your paperwork and have to wait for 15 minutes.
Yeah. DMC Children's Hospital of Michigan partnered with Dearborn Public Schools, vaccinating teachers, administrators, and staff. They were given the Moderna vaccine and will come back in 28 days to get a second dose.
The reason why this is so important to us and to the community is we need to get kids back in school. They need a sense of normalcy. They need to get back to regular life.
This Herculean effort to vaccinate teachers comes as CDC issued new guidelines Friday. While not mandating schools reopen, the CDC encouraged districts with low or moderate transmission to resume in-person learning. The CDC says schools should think twice about indoor athletic activities and recommends weekly testing for staff as well as students in high transmission areas.
It doesn't necessarily mean CDC says this and all of a sudden you change things. There's a process it goes through that has to get down to the state, and then it goes through the process down to the health department.
And the DMC says they're working with other school districts across Metro Detroit to get more teachers vaccinated in the coming weeks. Reporting from Children's Hospital of Michigan, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya. Now, yesterday here at 6, we looked at the plans to get doses of COVID vaccine to pharmacies. Select pharmacies have been chosen by the White House in each state, and some people were wondering why Michigan's list features Rite Aid, but not larger chains like CVS or Walgreens. Sean Lay has more on that and some surprises in the coming rollout to pharmacies. Sean?
The Biden administration, they picked Rite Aid here in Michigan as one of the pharmacies to get COVID-19 vaccine. We're looking into the details, however, tonight. They're not very promising when you ask local health officials.
Statewide, 20,000 doses are going to Rite Aid pharmacies, 200 stores across the state. So that's only going to leave 100 doses per store.
The supply versus demand of the COVID-19 vaccine now drastically impacting the federal government getting pharmacies involved like Rite Aid. Andrew Cox, director of the Macomb County Health Department, says when he looked at the details, it was surprising just how few doses your local Rite Aid will actually get.
That's not going to go very far when you look at populations like Macomb, the 3rd largest population, about 870,000 people. that's not a whole lot of vaccine to give out.
Macomb County, a large county with a large senior and vulnerable adult population, and this week the state sent 1,000 fewer doses. State Representative Jeff Yarrick, who represents the Richmond area, is also a medic. He says the formula the state uses on how many doses each county gets does not add up. He wants answers, but says the governor and state health department aren't giving any.
It is very disappointing that a community such as New Haven in my district that has a higher SVI, somehow just because they're in northern Macomb County, people with those high social vulnerability index factors are not as important as those in Wayne County, and that's very disappointing.
Last week, the state sent Macomb County 7,300 doses of COVID-19 vaccine. This week, 1,000 fewer doses. The county says they can easily administer 50,000 doses a week, and each week they have no idea how many vaccine doses are coming. In Macomb County, Sean Lay, Local 4.
Mayor Mike Duggan spent the day at the White House talking COVID relief with President Biden. Duggan joined mayors and governors, Democrat and Republican, from all across the country in today's meeting. The president's near $2 trillion relief package includes $20 billion for vaccinations. $50 billion is dedicated to testing and getting schools reopened. Mayor Duggan says Detroit's vaccine effort is good, but it needs help.
We have a major center at our convention center where we're vaccinating 15,000 a week in an indoor parking structure at the convention center, and we're very anxious, as we told the president today, to get up to 25,000 a week, because that's going to be the key.
If passed, Michigan itself can expect more than $600 million for vaccines and another $1.5 billion for schools.
Are still ahead here at 6. We've got more to come. Sometimes the best way to make a statement is by wearing it. And you're going to meet some young Detroiters spreading positivity through their love of art and fashion.